Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but today we're going to do a full tutorial. We're going to do a Cruella DeVille tutorial. If you don't know who Cruella DeVille is, she is the iconic lady in black and white from 101 Dalmatians. I'm going to be doing like a full tutorial showing you guys what I use, how I use it, and like all that extra type of stuff. I'm really excited to do this tutorial. I'm going to put like my own spin on it. Like I don't have like a wig and all that type of stuff, but I do have a costume, and you'll have to wait to the end of the video to see that. Let's just hop right into the video. This is my first time using a green screen, and I'm not sure how it works, but just act like the green screen is just not there because I don't know how to get the background on it. So before we start this tutorial, I'm going to glue my brows down. If you watch my videos, you know I glue my brows down all the time because it helps like keep the makeup off of them so the hairs won't like lift up, so you will still have eyebrows at the end of the makeup. So, or when you take off the makeup, whatever. I'm going to be using Elmer's glue. It's just a regular school glue. You can get it from anywhere, Walmart, Dollar Tree, whatever. And we're just going to like put a couple layers over our brow, just like this. If you have thicker eyebrows, you might have to use a little more glue. I don't really have like thick brows, so I only have to use maybe like 3 layers and then that's it. But if you have thicker brows, you might have to go in with a couple more layers. So our brows are now glued down. Wait, no they're not, I'm lying. You want to make sure your brows are completely dry before you put powder over, because if you put powder over sticky brows, of course, it's going to be like a sticky mess, and that's not what we want here. We want a flawless application. So we're going to probably wait for like 3 minutes for our brows to dry, and then we're going to powder them down and cover over it with like a foundation color in my shade. So they're going to be disappeared. You're not going to be able to see them anymore.
20 minutes later.
Now that my brows are dry, we're going to go in with a little Wet n Wild Photo Finish loose powder, and we're just going to cover our brows like press it into the skin. Like you want to press it into the skin, because if you don't press it into the skin, you know, it's going to absorb everything. So make sure you press and not tap. So like that, just press it into the skin. You see that? Make the whole thing disappear. Okay, I said foundation, but I meant paint. We're gonna take this paint because this color right here just so happen to be really close to my shade. It just covers everything. So we're just gonna take a paintbrush and we're gonna like dip it into that just a little bit. A little goes a long way. You don't have to use a lot. You start with a little bit and you could progress from there, but if you start with a lot, you can't go back.
I am the one, the way you're talking.
We're gonna take a little bit and just cover your brows. Y'all see that? Like it just covers so effortlessly. Like I don't know, maybe this paint was meant for me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because it goes right into my skin color. Like for real, for real. Okay, I'm gonna cover the other brow off the camera and then I'm gonna powder it down and I'm gonna be right back. So guys, I'm back with my brows fully covered. They're powdered down, they're non-sticky. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna map out where I want my cuts at or my scars to be. What we have here is spirit gum, and you need that for the scar wax. They're compatible with each other and it makes it not move, because scar wax could get really, really, really sticky. What I'm gonna do is just put a little bit right here and we're gonna start one cut. And yeah, just follow the tutorial. I don't know. So here we have our spirit gum and a spatula, and I'm just gonna like map out a little bit where I want my cut at. I kind of want like 3 to go across my face like that. So we're just going to map out where I want the cut, and then I'm going to apply the scar wax. So now that my spirit gum is applied, we're going to take some Vaseline or something like gelatin to like put on your hand, because you don't want the scar wax to get sticky to your hand. It's really, really, really sticky sometimes, depending on what brand you get. I use Ben Nye. It's not that sticky, but I'm still going with some Vaseline on my hands just to make sure. We're going to go on with our spatula and we're just going to dig out just a good amount, like this. We're going to roll it up. Okay, so this is going to be like the first scar. We started off small, and what I'm going to use is a spatula to flatten out the edges. You want to flatten out your edges and put Vaseline over it so it can be as smooth as possible. Okay, y'all, so this is going to be one scar, and I'm going to try to fit 3 on my big face, but I don't even know how that's going to work, considering I made this one as bigger than I intended to. But we're going to go in and like do 3 more. All you need to do is just take a small piece of scar wax and roll it up and then just put it on your face. Like do this side, and then you're gonna do this side the opposite on how you do this side, so it can be more of an opening instead of just all closed. I'm gonna do the other 3 and I'll be right back to color it in, and we're gonna fill it out. Okay guys, so I got my cuts or scars on my face, whatever you wanna call it. I did like 3 of them, like a Dalmatian revenge attack kind of look kind of thing.
Nani?
What you want to do is get you some latex because you're going to want to cover everywhere where you put the scar wax so it can stay stuck all day or whenever you're ready to take it off. Random latex off of Amazon, nothing special. Don't worry y'all, this dries down clear. It doesn't dry down any color, so if y'all get this, it definitely does dry down clear. So get in there good. Yes. So now I'm gonna wait for the latex to dry, and after the latex dry, we're gonna go in with some paint and we're gonna cover all of this up with some paint so it could be looking even and just looking like a scar so we can get to the bruises and what we're gonna do next. Cause I think I'm gonna do like a Dalmatian print in the inside to make it seem like, you know, like a Dalmatian claw on my face. So yeah. So y'all, I'm gonna go in with my 15 match stick. This is like the best match for my skin tone and it like matches it perfectly. So we're just gonna go over the latex and everything with this so it could be like a regular scar across the face. It's honestly a really good match. And after this, we're gonna like put some powder over it. I'm excited to see this turn out. I'm excited. Keep on blending, keep blending, keep blending. This is basically what it looked like. I'm gonna do the rest off the camera and I'm gonna come back and it's all gonna be like poof, and then we're gonna move on to the painting part. Okay, so I painted 2 scars off the camera, but the only thing we're gonna do is just take our white paint by CC Beauty and we're just gonna go in. I really do need a mirror. Get in there real good. We're gonna add like some bruising and stuff on it, but not right now. The main focus is just getting it looking right. You can always go back and fix whatever. It's not regular makeup, it's special effects makeup. You don't have to do it perfect. Who said that it had to be perfect? A zombie was never perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna set this, and after I set this, I'm gonna put a Dalmatian print on it. Now we're gonna go on with black and we're just gonna like paint in Dalmatian prints. Whatever size you wanna do it, I'm just gonna go in with like different shades. It don't have to be no specific size. Just make sure you get the print. Get the print. We're just gonna do this for all 3. So I'm gonna do this for all 3 and I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're doing is just taking a little bit red eyeshadow and just touching up the inner corners so we can have like that bloody look. And for all this right here, that's all gonna be covered up with blood and stuff like that. There's nothing but too much powder. That's what I said, less is more. It looked like a Dalmatian just like ripped my face open. What's that? Now that we got our slash on our face, we got the red on, I'm gonna add like a lot more bruising on the face. And now I'm gonna pop in some all white contact and then I'm gonna add the blood and I'm gonna come back with the costume to show y'all the finished look. But this is basically how I got this. Come a little closer so y'all can see a little more. I got the scar with the scar wax, and you can also make the scar wax with Vaseline and flour, so let me know if y'all want a tutorial on that. The blood I will be using is Stage Blood by Mayron. This is actually a really nice blood. I don't want to show y'all now because I don't want the blood to be leaking all over my face before I even have the costume on. So be right back. So guys, this is the finished look. I just popped in some white contacts, added on a little costume, and I did a little white streak in my hair because you know Cruella got the black and white hair. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss another tutorial, and click that bell icon so you can get notifications every time I post. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had a lot of fun doing it. I really love this look. It's really creative. I like the like claw instead of like the transforming into her. It's like an inspired by look. Everything in the video will be linked down below in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. If you're interested in where I got my makeup from or the costume, it will all be linked down below. So yeah, until the next video.